Hi, my name is Marion, and I am a reseller on mostly Poshmark. So I'm going to say Poshmark, but I also do live sales on Facebook Live and now on Poshmark live sales. I'm so excited. So I wanted to share some of my experiences with you. I have nothing written. I just got off of my third and a half show, and I'll explain that to you in case you didn't watch the first video about Posh sales. I know some of you did. I thank you so much for writing and talking to me about your experiences. So my first show was off the charts. If I tell you, it was fantastic. I got lots of sales and it was great. It's still great, but it was great. Okay. I was shocked. So we are in beta testing, so I'm not going to be complaining about anything. I'm just going to be sharing with you some things that they're improving upon. And let me let you know that Poshmark already improved on lots of things on the live. But some things that they do need to improve upon that have happened to me since the first time. When I go into my listings, some of them are gone. Now, I just mean on the show, not out of my closet, but on the show. Let's say I put up 30 listings. I will then go back in and I'll have something and I'll be holding it up. I'll say, in this box bag, and I'll go to put it to auction the item and it's not there. So, of course, these are things that we're giving feedback for so that they can improve. But just know that even if you put something in, it might not stay there. So I learned by this third time what to do. So, when you put in your item, it asks you to add a listing, right? But above that, I forget what it says, but it's also about adding a listing, but it doesn't have to be from your closet. Well, with that, I just put in, I keep going like that. I just put in beautiful bag, fun bag, gorgeous bag. So 3 listings that had nothing in them except titles. And it automatically marks it not for sale for you. And then you have that. So I was playing with those throughout my whole third auction because I brought bags in that weren't on, but I also knew some of my listings wouldn't be there and they weren't. So all you have to do is say, oh, this is a fun bag, whatever you write, whatever you put in there. And then you can just set your auction price and it's no big deal. The only thing is, they don't have pictures to look at, but they're looking at it live. So they don't seem to care about that. Some things, some tips. So when I do my live shows on Facebook, they're totally different because I just show something, I give a price, I tell about it, I give a price. On Poshmark Lives, you're going to show it and then you're going to give them the lowest price. So when you give them the lowest price, I have a piece of hair that's like all over my face here. When you let's make this in the middle and then it won't do that. Okay. So so when you give them the lowest price that you'll accept, let's say that something is $100. I'm just going to use a big number, okay? Let's say something's $100 and you paid $25 for it. What is the lowest price you want to sell that for? For someone, it could be $50. But remember, Poshmark's taking out their 20% fees. So some at $60, some at $75. But if you buy it for a low price or if you get it at the bins, then if you get it for $5, $10, then you could sell it, start at $25, $30 if you'd like. So just think about those things so that you know the lowest number you want to start with for that item. Now, I've been keeping my price that I'm offering in my closet on. I don't know if that's a good thing to do or not. I'm going to ask some people, if you're someone who's already done a Poshmark show, are you leaving your prices in there that you are charging on Poshmark, or are you leaving them out? I think I heard someone who said they put in 777 just to put something in all their prices. But I'm not sure what to do with that, because there are some things that I'm not going to be making a lot of money on. So I'm just wondering if that's a good thing to do or not. But right now I'm leaving them in. And so it's coming up with the price, and then I'm putting in an auction price. So that is when you are doing the actual showing of the item in the auction. Now, I find that if I do bring this up, I'll just tell about it for a couple of seconds and then go right in, and let's say this was going to be, I don't know, let's say this was something that's $30 normally. So I'd start my auction at maybe 15. Auction. I'm going to be the pointing lady. The auction at 15. And then I would start telling them more about it. And depending on the item, I either do 30 seconds or 45. Most people that I've listened to said 45 is the best that I've watched videos of. But sometimes for me, I talk a little bit more in the beginning and then I do 30. So another suggestion I would have is when you're selling something, I'm trying to see what I just sold because it's so beautiful that I want to show you how I displayed this. So it is in the listings, but there's no way that this is as beautiful as it is in that listing. So I made sure I put it close up, and showed it. And this did sell. So that was good. So I'm trying to really show and get my lighting right. I'm actually asking people, hey, how's my lighting? And they told me today it was a little bit dark. And let me tell you why. When I signed on to my Posh show and hit start, you can usually see yourself first and get an idea of the lighting, get an idea if it's in a good spot. Today I couldn't, so of course I will report that. It's just something they need to improve upon. And what happened was when it came on, I have a whole table over there that you're not seeing on purpose. I have bags on it. I put my garbage pail up there so my dog doesn't try to eat it in my little pail. So they were seeing all that and I didn't know it. So be prepared for something like that. Maybe test in your camera first before you sign on, because then I think I would have had the right angle, but I didn't. So I changed it, but not for a while. So just be prepared for anything great or anything not so great to happen. Because you just have to be prepared, and you have to know that you're in beta testing. This is all new to them. It's all new to us, and they have been improving. Let me tell you what improved for the Poshmark shows. Ouch. So I stubbed my toe. I'm sorry. So when I first got on to do my first show, which was literally a week ago, one day less short of a week, I had to put in, and I'm about to point again, I had to put in each individual listing one at a time. Now you can bundle them, like you can bundle when you get on and send offers to shoppers and things, you can bundle just like that. So I'm going to do it. I can press on everything and get all of my bags in at once. Now, you have to mark your items not for sale. I didn't today because it takes too long, and I had a little issue where I left one of the bins in the shed, so about 5 or 6 bags weren't in the show. So since I was having that little issue, I just didn't take that time out. A lot of time, I'm not going to edit this, so sorry. A lot of time go into doing a live sale. The second day that I tried to do a sale, I didn't know that some of my listings weren't showing up, so I thought I was making a mistake. So I ended that after showing about 10 items. And I said, I'm going to come back when I'm more prepared. So I did. But then there were items missing again. So, like I said at the beginning, I did that little trick today and that worked out great. But you can't always be prepared for that kind of stuff. And it's okay. And I make sure, I said to them, this is only my third show today. I'm sorry if I'm a little slow or whatever. So it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to tell people that you are if you are. And it's all okay. This is something that's totally new for us on Poshmark. And we're learning. And it is great. That's the one thing I have to say. Even if you're nervous, it's great. Just have fun with it. And you like the way I'm just going all over the place? Because I'm just talking to you as a friend. I don't have notes. I just finished my show. I'm not saying that's the right way to go. I should. I'd be a little more organized. But I'm just thinking of things and getting it out. So I was just going to tell you something. Darn it. And I talked myself right out of it. See, that's why you should have notes. So people are going to ask you for numbers. So put numbers in your listing. What I did was right before the show, I went into all the listings and I just added numbers that I have because I do my live shows. I added the numbers and then put the numbers on the bag so that they can say, can I just see 326? And then I see the number and I just pick it up and I show it to them. Then also, I did make my background a little bit nicer than it normally is. And I also have a rack for clothing for when I do clothing. So I do have a rack that I keep right here. So I'm just able to pull off of it. Now, what you should remember, even if you don't have numbers, people will say, let me see that brown bag, or do you have any leather bags? So be prepared for a bunch of questions. And sometimes my first show, everybody joined because I do believe that Poshmark really advertises your first show more than any other show. Now, excuse me, my feet are getting cold. So there were so many people on so fast that I was shocked, and I made good sales. Like I said at the beginning, I really did. I made really good sales. The second show, I made one sale. And today was my third show, and I have lots of bags, and I made one sale, and then there'll be another sale online because she asked if she can, if she can get a price for it. And I said yes. So I sent an offer. But the great thing about it is people are still going into your closet because someone else who was on the sale asked me about leather bags and I showed her whatever I had, but I said, you can get online on my Poshmark closet and take a look. So she did. So, you're bringing people into your closet. So no matter what, it's a good thing, but it is a lot of preparation. So as I was saying, I put the numbers in, I put the numbers on the items so that people have numbers, but I also do a few blank ones that just say beautiful bag. If I had shoes, nice shoes, great pair of shoes, whatever. And then you just have to press on that and you can still show them the item. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. The one thing that I didn't do on my first show, which was very silly. I don't know why I didn't think of this. People are coming on like throughout the whole show. Some of them are just getting on at the end. So when someone said to me, do you have any leather bags? I said, how long have you been on? This way I knew. And she said, I just got on. So I started showing things over again. And I did some of that on my second show too, because you never know. You have a totally new person on. They may want to buy something. something, and then I was asking, hey, are you guys sellers or are you just getting on here to buy? Because I want to know also so that I know how to price things. And I was just asking some questions on and off, and I had a couple of repeat people get on who bought things on the first show, so I was really happy about that. What I did was not right before, this morning, anyone who bought things from my show the other day, I just sent a little message to on Poshmark saying, hey, I'm having another handbag or pocketbook sale at 12 o'clock today, so that they would know because that's what they bought. The bundle feature, as I said, Poshmark, I heard that as of November 21st, don't quote me on this because it's third party, that they were going to have the bundle feature. So right now they do not. So people will ask you, hey, can you bundle? Say yes. Well, only if you want to, if you feel comfortable. So this is what I did with my first bundle. And I'm just telling it again in case you didn't watch my first video. I said to the person, I wrote to them and said, hey, I just put your package into 2 packages because it was almost 10 pounds, and Poshmark, that price is up to 5 pounds. And I didn't want the poor person to pay $64 for shipping. So I put it in 2 and it only came out to $15 shipping. So what I said is pay those 2 first, and then I will cancel your orders, because I didn't want to lose the sale. I was just trying to help her to save money. So that's what I did. And most people will do that who know that Poshmark is a reputable company and they do back their buyers and sellers. So that's what I did in order not to lose the sale. If they said no, then I just would have sent it out separately because I did not cancel that order. So if you have any other questions that you want to ask, just from my non-expertise, I'm a novice, my 3rd show, but if you're brand new, just starting, and you know nothing, then I may be able to help you. But just wanted to share with you, if you are someone who's having a show soon, let me know. I want to be there. Let me know that you watch this and when your new show is starting, when it will be on. I will do my very best to be there for you and with you. And who knows, maybe I'll buy something. And I just want to say good luck. It's okay if you're nervous. It's all okay. Everyone knows. Tell them it's your first show. You put in there that it's your first show. It'll get advertised all over the place from Poshmark, and just have fun with it. Have good items on your first show. Have name brands or what's in trend for sure. I know that's what you're thinking. You should always have that, but I have so many items because I had a retail store for a while that some of my items aren't big brands. Some of my items are mall brands, bolos. They're just everyday brands. So far, it seems like most people didn't want that yet. But I'm going to keep on trying. I'm going to keep on doing. And hopefully I'll see you on one of my shows. I have shows coming up, so take a look. I have fairies. I love fairies. So it's going to be lots of fairy things. I have a lot of fairy jewelry. I have some fairy items. I'll also be having a sparkly, glittery show and so many other shows. So if there's any kind of show that you're interested in seeing, let me know. I can't wait to do my boot show, my shoe show, so many shows. Thank you. I appreciate you for watching this. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you know when I am putting out any other content that has to do with this subject or reselling. Thanks so much.